being deputy sheriff was supposed to be fun. But the sheriff, he's so mean that I bet when he was a kid they had to tie a pork chop around his neck just to get the dog to play with him. I mean, he's so mean, I bet even as an adult they have to get a pork chop around his neck just to get the wife to play with him. And he's old too, he gums his food and his women, and he's mean like a rattlesnake. And if he walks past a rattlesnake, I bet it won't even bite him out of a professional courtesy. I mean, that sheriff...
Buford! What are you doing out here in the street, John, wasting all your time when I know you've got chores to do?
Well, Sheriff, I did all them chores.
You can't have done all them chores. What about all those no gun ordinance posters you're supposed to be hanging up?
Well, I hung them up on the north side this morning, you know, right after breakfast.
And what about the east, the west, and the south?
Well, I figured I'd do all those after lunch.
After lunch? Well, you ain't worth half of what I pay you.
Well, you don't pay me anything anyway.
Yeah, and that's about twice of what you're worth. Never mind all that. Right now, sitting in that bank, we've got the largest payroll in this town's history. It's from the Chisholm Group. And it's our responsibility to keep that thing safe. I'm leaving that up to you.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll even keep my good eye on it.
Good eye. Well, you see that you do, all right?
Well, as soon as I figure out which one that is.
Glory, glory, hallelujah! Glory, glory.
What is all that commotion going on in my town here?
Yeah. Why, Sheriff, it is quite fortuitous that I've run into you today. I've learned recently that you have a financial interest in that house of ill repute, that den of iniquity, that pit of vipers, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
It's none of your business about my goings-on in this town.
Do you know who my papa is?
I own your papa.
Well, I'll just go to the town fathers then.
I own them too. You just go on and get on out of my town and quit making a fuss. Go on, get! Molly! What you doing out here in the daylight?
I got banking business, Sheriff.
I do your banking for you.
Well, I don't like the way you do my banking. I always come up short.
It's just the price of doing business in my town.
I don't like the price of business with you.
Well, you do business the way that I say, or I'll shut you down.
Ha! You're not gonna shut me down.
And why would that be?
Because you're my best customer.
There's a barn dance going on tonight. You're going with me. And you're gonna set up my deputy with one of your sporting girls. Afterwards, you're gonna make us some dinner, and you're gonna like it.
Well, I got paying customers. You're a mean man, Sheriff. There's gonna be a day of reckoning. One of these days you can get yours.
Go on, get!
You know, Sheriff, you were awfully mean to them there women.
When those women sass you like that, you just got to give them the back of your hand and let them know where they stand.
Yeah, I know. I sassed you this morning and my teeth are still loose. What's that smell?
Howdy, Sheriff.
Howdy. Howdy, boys. Part of that Chisholm bunch on the outside of town here to get your payroll?
Well, yeah, that's us. Just pushed up this herd from Tularosa, Sheriff. Looking for three things: looking for a drink, a woman, and a bath. Not necessarily in that order.
We ain't getting none of my whiskey. You can't have none of my women. And if you need a bath, what you do, you can bathe in that squalor on the outside of town.
Now that ain't very hospitable, Sheriff.
Step back or I'll plant you in Boot Hill.
There's no problem, Sheriff. It's an honorable profession.
This is the only honorable profession around here.
Sheriff, I know all of John Chisholm's men, and I don't recognize any of them fellers. Maybe you should ask them about Chisholm's horse Dollar, see if they know about him.
Any of you boys know the name of John Chisholm's horse Dollar?
Dollar?
There you go.
Yes, checks out. Sheriff, I just noticed that they're all wearing firearms.
I'm not blind, I can see that. You guys all realize you're in violation of this city's no gun ordinance?
We saw no such posting.
What side of town did you guys ride in on?
Southside.
Buford, you're fired again. Well, I'm feeling mighty hospitable, so I'm gonna let you guys keep your guns. You guys just get on over to that bank, get your payroll, and get on out of my town.
Well, thank you, Sheriff. We appreciate the sentiment. We're gonna get out of here now. We're gonna go over to that bank and get that money and get out of town. So we'll be out within the hour. You the only lawman in this town, Sheriff?
I'm the only law necessary. All right, you take that side of the street, I'm gonna take this side of the street. All right, when they come out, we're gonna get them in a crossfire. Let's go. You, in the bank, come out with your hands up.
Yeah, and your pants down!
What? No, come out with your hands up and your pants up.
We're coming out, but we're coming out shooting!
Miss Molly! I'm shot! Get out here! Miss Molly! I'm shot! Help me!
What about that barn dance?
We don't gotta go to the dance!
And the bath?
I don't need a bath! We don't need a dinner either! What are you doing? You don't got the guts!
Now you don't have the guts.